Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and welcome to a new series of character-inspired dice. This time around, we're going to be making dice based on characters from the YouTube series Empires SMP and their second season. So this first set of dice that I'm going to be making is inspired by Chromia, which is the empire of, dang that's a long name on YouTube. Most people just call him Scott or Smajor though. I find inspiration from a lot of different things depending on the character. Sometimes it's from the empire itself, sometimes it's from some interaction that happened. In this case, I just pulled inspiration directly from the character's skin. Scott has a very colorful outfit, a very colorful character that he's presenting himself as. So I went and pulled out all of my little paint chips and tried to find as close of matches as I could for the colors in his skin. If you're curious why I added more ink to the teal color here and then proceeded to make the exact same color, it's because I was trying to make it a little bit more opaque. So the white ink is more opaque, whereas the teal is not. And I want to make sure that those colors are nice and solid and you can't see through them, so that when we put the colors on top of each other, we don't see a different color behind it and make it a muddy color. We want that to be a nice, strong, vibrant color that you see. This purple can be a little bit finicky to work with because the color that it shows up as when it is in liquid resin is a little bit different from how it turns out once the resin is all cured. So I'm making some guesses here on how much saturation I need and that sort of thing, but I've used this purple enough that I have kind of an idea of how it's going to behave. I feel like I should start out by giving a little explanation of what Empires SMP is. It's a Minecraft server with a bunch of content creators, YouTube video makers on it, and they all have their own empires that they're building up in various styles. They have characters that they're playing, their storylines that they come up with for their empires and with each other, and they have trade deals and that sort of thing. And they all have very strong aesthetics to them, which gives me a lot of inspiration for a set of dice. So for this set, I wanted color block sections of the different colors. I wanted each die to be different, so I put a little bit of each color into each die. I did different ones first, I did different ones on top of each other, because I wanted that variation. And I just added a little bit at a time in a big enough amount that you would be able to see that color there. It didn't all just mix together. I actually tried a different design with these colors before I decided to do this color block sort of look. My first thought was doing a dirty pour, where you put all of the colors in the same cup and then pour that into the mold. And I tried doing kind of like a two-part dirty pour, one with, 3 of the colors and one with the other 2 colors. You just ended up not seeing all of the colors, and it didn't feel as true to the skin, which was very segmented. So I still really like that set, and I'll have it up in my shop as a unsanded set, but I feel like this turns out more true to the skin that I'm basing them off of. It's been a while since I've made this set, but judging by the consistency of the resin in the video, I think I probably waited a little bit for the resin to get a little bit thicker too, so that the colors didn't mix together too much. I'm just spritzing that down with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to pop any bubbles on the surface, and then we'll get the lids on. Go throw those into a pressure pot to get all the air bubbles out. Let them cure there for about 24 hours, and we can unmold them. Yeah, you can see here as we're unmolding all of the different big spots of color. I really like how this set turned out. I'm not usually one for merch, but Scott came out with a hoodie in these colors in a color block fashion, and man, am I tempted. There's quite a bit of sanding and polishing that gets done, but I won't make you sit through all of that. I'll go do that off camera and we can come back when we are filling in the numbers. I decided to go with a lighter color so that you could actually see it against the dye, but I didn't want to do white. You know, this is a very colorful character. So I decided on a very light teal. I figured it was good for bringing in the hair color there. You know, I wanted to bring in all of that sense of color and just that vibrancy and that fun that Scott brings to things. I feel like I should talk a little bit about Scott's series. I will admit I haven't watched all of everybody's videos from this series because it's 13 people. So it's a lot of videos. And I actually didn't watch Scott as much this season as I did last season, but I watched a few videos. He has a empire called Chromia, and it's all about color. He's the guy that has all of the different colored dyes to trade with the other empires. If you're interested in checking out Scott's series, I will leave a link in the description to his first video. So yeah, if you like cute things and llamas and lots of color, check out Scott's point of view for Empires SMP Season 2. This is how they turned out. I'm really happy with these. I'm glad that I didn't, you know, I liked the first set that I made, but I'm glad I didn't stick with them. I think these ended up feeling a lot more true to the character. I do plan to make videos for all of the rest of the emperors and their empires, so keep an eye out here. There's 13 characters in all, so expect 13 videos to come. That's a lot of videos. I'm going to try and intersperse it with some other videos in between so it's not all the same thing, one right after the other, but keep an eye out for those coming soon. I do want to go ahead and thank all of my wonderful patrons for helping support me in doing things like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!